Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you guys doing? This is Thane with Thrive and Peak with another episode today. Today, I want to talk to you guys about something called legacy, and I'm sure you guys are familiar with it, right? Legacy, your image. That's like the core mission, right? Core message for today. And your legacy is not just about being remembered by the world, right? It's also about the way you made people feel, the values that you passed down before you were gone, and the impact you left in the lives the closest to you, right? A lot of people want to be remembered in a big way, but most of us will not be remembered by history books, right? Not no history book's going to remember us for the most part. That does not mean that our lives mean any less. It means legacy just may be more personal than public, right? And I say all that to say, you may not control how long the world remembers your name, but you do control what kind of presence you left behind, right? And I just wanted to think. Today I was just driving on this long road, and it had me thinking about life. It got me thinking about where I'm headed and what I'm building with this channel, and what any of us really are leaving behind, right? Not just in a big dramatic sense, but like being famous or having your name remembered for 100 years from now. I mean, legacy in a real way. Like, how do you want people to remember you when you're gone? Like, what do you want your life to have meant? Because everybody answers that differently. Some people want to be remembered for their success. Some people want to remember for how hard they worked, right? Some, let's see, for how they loved, right? Some for how they protected people. Some people don't even think about being remembered at all. Some people don't want to be. That's fine too. And I get that, right? There has to be seasons in life where there had to have been seasons of life to where I didn't care about how I was remembered, and other seasons where it felt really important to me about how I was remembered, right? But then I started thinking, there were people probably 100 years ago who wanted the same thing. They wanted to matter. They wanted their lives to count, and most of their names are gone now. We don't know who they were, but that doesn't mean that they didn't matter. Because maybe legacy isn't always your name surviving forever. Maybe legacy is the people you shaped, the love you gave, the standards you set, the safety you made people feel, and the example that you kind of became. Some cultures honor their ancestors because they understand that a person can live on through presence, through memory, through what they passed down. So maybe the real question is not, will I be remembered? Maybe the real question is, what will remain of the people that I touched? You know? Will people remember how I carried myself? How I made them feel? How hard I fought for my family? How I showed up when it mattered? How I loved? How I endured? Because once you're gone, you probably won't be worrying about the public opinion anymore, to be honest. You won't be able to defend your name or explain your motives or control the story. So while you're here, maybe the best thing you can do is live in a way that leaves behind something honest, something meaningful, something worth carrying forward. And things like love, things like family, work ethic, character, your presence, the sacrifices you make, reliability. How do you want to be remembered? Most people won't be remembered by history, but they can still leave a powerful legacy. I promise you. You have to hit that realization. One day people will say your name for the last time. So what exactly are you trying to leave behind? It's confusing, you know? Legacy in of itself is intimidating to think of. You care about what people think about? Potentially. Like I said earlier in the video, you may not. And it's really about the lives that you touched. It's about the lives that you touched. It's about how you, and your legacy, even with you being here, your legacy is still, it's like your reputation, if that makes sense. And there's a certain type of aesthetic that brings, a certain responsibility. But again, you can only control what you do. You can't control what people in rooms that you've never been in, or rooms that you're not in, talking about you either. You have to compartmentalize and realize that I have no control over those things, you know? So that's just some things I wanted to talk about today. Let me know what you guys think. I'm just kind of just ping-ponging ideas. But yeah, So I'll say this in closing. I'll finish this. Don't just ask how you want to be remembered. Ask whether the way you're living right now is it building that memory. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.